After a thrilling first season, fans were eagerly waiting for the return of Ava and the rest of the Order, and boy did Season 2 deliver. In fact, it left everyone wondering what's likely to happen in Season 3. So, what really went down? Let me break it down for you. But of course, I must warn you, it might be a cliffhanger. So Ava and Beatrice are on the run from Adriel, who's a self-proclaimed prophet with a following that's only growing. The stakes are getting higher as Adriel's power grows stronger and stronger.
When Pope Urban II was made aware of Ariel and her gifts, he contrived to keep the power of the Halo to himself.
And the Order feels the immense need to stop him at all costs. The season started off with Ava using the Crown of Thorns to enter Adriel's realm, to make contact with his former master, Rhea, and she's pretty determined to stop Adriel from releasing demons and making Earth his kingdom. But, as usual, things don't go as planned. In fact, when Ava comes back from her journey, she finds Umpress and Vincent fighting each other. And then she tells them that she knows exactly what to do with the Adriel situation, but she chooses not to say a word. Then again, given her character, her plan involved sacrificing herself by using the power of the Halo to set off the Divinium bomb in Michael's chest. This came as a surprise to absolutely no one, given how she's always been self-sacrificing. Anyway, chaos struck when the sisters broke into Adriel's cathedral and searched for the Ark, but the Ark wasn't where they thought it would be. And they find out that Ava had lied to Jillian to save them. What's more, she also tells Beatrice the truth about her and Michael's plan. Following that, they share an emotional moment with a sorrowful goodbye. But it doesn't really stop there. Before they could even put the plan into action, Lilith kills Michael and takes the bomb. Now that was something no one had anticipated. After Michael's death, Ava fights Adriel and Lilith alone. In fact, she somehow still manages to set off the bomb, but to her despair, it wasn't really enough to kill Adriel. It was then revealed to Ava that Adriel simply can't die in this realm, and just when all hope seems lost, Camilla comes to save the moment and destroys the cross that Adriel built to fight the power of the Halo. What's more, Ava suddenly recalls something she'd learned in Rhea's realm, and calls the Taurusk to kill Adriel for good. But before they could even attack Ava and Beatrice, Rhea shows up and sends them back home. She tells them to consider it the cost of victory. But even though the Order was able to defeat Adriel, the story of course doesn't end well for Ava. To make matters worse, Lilith tells them that the only way to save her life is to send her through the Ark. As if that wasn't enough, Lilith also reveals that a holy war is coming. And in a surprise twist, Beatrice decides to leave the Order of the Cruciform Sword, which is shown in a scene after the credits. It doesn't stop there though. As she walks out of the church, the cruciform sword starts to light up, and that's the end. Looks like we'll have to wait for Season 3 to find out what happens next. So there are a number of big cliffhangers that leave us wondering what's next. We've tried to put 2 and 2 together to come up with what's likely to happen in Season 3. So, first of all, Adriel's already been defeated, and with her gone, I suspect a greater threat might take her place.
I'll take care of it. Cover me.
And this new villain could be the main focus of Season 3. Secondly, there are still questions about Halo and Lilith's transformation that need to be answered. Most of the Order had already been rebuilt, but it remains to be seen whether they'll be able to survive the problems that lie ahead. And of course, with the Holy War looming, the Order needs to be stronger than ever before.
You all stand between me and Ava. I offer mercy to whoever walks away now. Stay, and you'll never walk again.
That leaves us with Ava's relationships. As we saw in Season 2, most of her relationships have been resolved, with Ava finally telling Beatrice that she loves her. But with a war on the horizon, will these relationships be able to survive the upcoming battles? According to some fans, with a hint of the upcoming Holy War right at the end of Season 2, the 3rd season might set up the events that lead to the Holy War in the 4th season. In fact, it's likely that Season 3 will be the setup for an epic final showdown. One theory is that Ava might struggle with the weight of this revelation and the moral implications of sacrificing the lives of her fellow warrior nuns. What's more, she may even contemplate giving up her powers altogether. And another theory is that we'll see more of the church's involvement in the warrior nun program. Plus, in Season 2, we caught glimpses of the church's political motives and their use of Ava for their own gain. This might overshadow that guilt, or would it? And that leads us to the possibility that in Season 3, we might see more of the church's machinations and the extent of their control over Ava and the warrior nuns.
Right now, Adriel is setting up his endgame. Jillian?
Based on what I've learned, it seems that Adriel is ultimately going to use the prayer energy of his followers to...
And on the other side, although defeated, Lilith's been a real threat to Ava in Season 2. But will we see more of Lilith in the upcoming season? Well, while Lilith may have been defeated at the end of Season 2, it's unlikely that she'll be gone for good. After all, she's a powerful demon, and it's likely that she'll make a comeback in Season 3. In fact, fans are speculating that we'll see more of Lilith's backstory and her motivations for targeting Ava. But it's not just Ava's story we're all invested in. So, what about the other characters? Season 2 introduced us to a diverse cast of characters, each with their own arc. So fans are hoping to see more of Father Vincent and his struggles with fate and doubt. In fact, we may also see more of Sister Lilith and her quest for redemption. And of course, we can't forget about Shotgun Mary and her kick-ass fighting skills. That leaves us with the question of the show's production. So, is the show canceled or renewed? Unfortunately, the fate of Warrior Nun is currently up in the air. While the show has been a hit with fans and critics alike, there's been no official word on whether or not it's been renewed for a third season. In fact, fans are crossing their fingers and hoping that Netflix will give them the green light for more episodes. But with the show's future uncertain, it's also a possibility that this could be the last season. So, if you're a fan of Warrior Nun, then it's time to show your support for Warrior Nun. All in all, with a compelling protagonist, a diverse cast of characters, and a thrilling storyline, I can't wait to see what the next chapter holds for Ava and the warrior nuns. The upcoming season is sure to be a wild ride with lots of action, suspense, and of course, cliffhangers. To sum it all up, with Adriel defeated, a new villain will take her place, and the Order must rebuild to survive the upcoming Holy War. It's gonna be a time for Ava to focus on the bigger picture. Don't miss it. Keep your fingers crossed for renewal, and let's hope that we'll get to see more of this epic tale soon. That was everything from me on Season 2 of Warrior Nun. See you in the next video.